The feeds are up there. We're going to be doing live in 5 minutes, right? Cool. We're going? Yeah.
We're good.
All right. So we'll be talking about the G-Technology Thunderbolt 3 drives today. We will be starting up here in just a few minutes. Checking out the countdown timer. We got just under 5 minutes to go. Let's start by talking about some of the specials we have available right now on the videoguys.com website. For all of you people out there that are using the Avid Media Composer software, Avid just announced, finally, a great deal for those of you who have been good Avid customers and upgrade your support plan as needed. You can renew your annual support plan for $299. We have that on our website at $285. And now you can add the Symphony option for just $99 more. This offer is available now through the end of the year, but you don't have to wait until your current support contract is up. If you do the renewal now at $285, that gets added to your contract date. So if your contract expires on December 25th, the extension will get you to December 25th of next year. We also have our August 20 coupon. If you spend $350 or more, or for every $350 you spend at Video Guys, we will give you a $20 bill. And that is cumulative. So the more you spend, the more you save. $700 order will earn you $40 off from videoguys.com. What do we got? About 3 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me take them through some of the specials that we have right now. We always have these specials up on the Video Guys website. One popular special that we have right now is the Wirecast Gear live production system. The Wirecast Gear systems we actually just bundled with the Edius software. And we did a live webinar on that last week. So definitely check out the video. It'll tell you a little bit more about that special and how to get it. But the Edius software is just a great post-production application that you can add to any live production system. We also have the Epiphan Webcaster X2 is now shipping. These are kind of on allocation and they're coming in fits and spurts, and it is a very popular consumer product. So if you do want to go directly to YouTube or Facebook, get your order in for the Webcaster X2 so we can ship one out to you as soon as possible. Some of the other stuff that we have right now on Video Guys are some of these specials that we have on the G-Technology Thunderbolt 2 products. The G-Speed Studios, we do still have some sizes and prices in stock. So even though we're going to talk about Thunderbolt 3 today, if you have a Mac or a PC that still has Thunderbolt 2, these are great ways to get high volume drives at great prices. Well, we got about 2 minutes. I'm going to start pulling up the PowerPoint, making sure we do a full screen on that. And we'll be talking about the Thunderbolt 3 technology from G-Technology. It's a great webinar to talk about because Thunderbolt 3 is the state-of-the-art storage solution and is the first connection to combine both Thunderbolt and USB on one housing. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. Grab a glass of water. We do want to remind you that we do these webinars every week, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. And you can join us. You can follow our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or follow us on Twitter to get the Periscope feeds. And we do encourage you to react and chat. As I'm live on camera, we will always have someone else monitoring the feed, answering any questions. But remember, we're also live people here at videoguys.com. So you can give us a call at 800-323-2325. If it's your lucky day, maybe you'll get me on the phone. If it's really lucky, then you'll get someone else. But give us a call. We can help you find the best storage solution for your computer system. G-Technology has been a top recommendation for quite some time now because of the drives they use and the quality and the warranty that they offer. We're down to our final countdown. I feel like it's New Year's Eve. Should I count down live? No? No, we're ready. We're going to roll to the bumper first, right? And welcome to this week's webinar from VideoGuys.com. Today we are going to talk about the G-Technology Thunderbolt 3 solutions. Thunderbolt 3 is a new high-speed connection that is the first to combine both Thunderbolt and USB connectivity in one. G-Technology has a full family of products available with the new Thunderbolt 3 interface. So if you have Thunderbolt 3 on your new desktop workstation or Mac or laptop, then these are the devices you definitely want to look at. The beauty of G-Technology drives is that all of their solutions are built with enterprise-class 7200 RPM Hitachi hard drives, some of the best drives in the business. Because they have the best drives in the business, they're also offering you a great warranty, which is a 5-year warranty directly from G-Technology itself. Let's talk for a moment about Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is a high-speed external connection that was originally developed by Apple and Intel. Apple and Intel developed this technology together in order to give you the high speeds on an external connection similar to what you would get out of an internal PCI card. While this was originally created for the new Mac Pros and the MacBook Pros a few years ago, we are now in the third rendition of the Thunderbolt connection, which is the first to also incorporate a USB-C connection into it as well. So now you can take USB-C and Thunderbolt devices and connect it all in the same cable. That's why this cable is being adapted so quickly on new laptops that are coming to market. If you lug around a laptop as your primary system, you know that size is a huge feature. And the lighter that laptop can get and the less connections that are on it, the better it is for use to travel with. Having a Thunderbolt connection that gives you both Thunderbolt and USB-C connectivity in one port just adds to how much smaller they can make these machines. Thunderbolt has a ton of features, the most important of which is the throughput itself. At 40 gigabits per second, Thunderbolt speed doubles the throughput of Thunderbolt 2. Not only do you get that high-speed connection, but you get the ability to daisy chain multiple devices all through the same port without sacrificing speed along the way. As opposed to some of the USB limitations where if you connect a USB hub, now you're running into power or throughput issues when you have multiple devices connected to it. You do not have that with Thunderbolt. One of the most important features when Apple and Intel developed this technology was the ability to daisy chain seamlessly and have multiple devices hooked up to the single connection. With Thunderbolt 3, you get 4 lanes of PCI Express throughput, 6 lanes of DisplayPort connections, which are used on all of your newest monitors. You can support 2 full 4K HD displays seamlessly with no issue. It gives you the USB 3.1 compatibility, and it also lets you connect DVI, HDMI, or VGA displays via adapters. If you want to see all of these specs, they are available on our website at VideoGuys.com. But really, the biggest things to look at is more speed, more pixels, more power, and more protocols. So with Thunderbolt 3, you get 40 gigabits per second throughput speed. Again, that's twice as much as the previous generation Thunderbolt 2. You get more pixels, the ability to connect 2 4K displays. More power, up to 100 watts of power. Again, the more power you can transmit over this connection, the more devices you can daisy chain without sacrificing performance and ability. And you get more protocols. Thunderbolt 3 supports both the Thunderbolt devices, USB 3, USB-C devices, DisplayPort, and PCI Express, all through this single connection. Thunderbolt 3 at 40 gigabits per second is twice as much as Thunderbolt 2, or 4 times as much as the original Thunderbolt connection, which was revolutionary in the industry. USB 3 at 10 gigabits per second is fast enough for HD video throughput, but still a quarter of what Thunderbolt 3 will give you. What does this mean? If you're putting together a new editing system, a new workstation or laptop, where you want to build it to handle 4K resolutions and get the maximum throughput available, then you want to make sure that new machine is going to have the Thunderbolt 3 connectivity. Let's check out this video from G-Technology introducing their family of Thunderbolt 3 solutions.
I'm always in pursuit of beautiful light and far-off places. My trips sometimes take years of planning. I leave nothing to chance. In the field, having fast, reliable drives allows me more time behind the camera. With so much riding on every production, I like to store my data in 3 places. On the original media it was captured on, and duplicate copies on 2 G-Technology drives. The new G drive with Thunderbolt 3 connectivity speeds my transfers and backups and saves me precious time. Back in the studio, the G-RAID with Thunderbolt 3 is a fast and efficient part of my creative workflow. I'm always looking to maximize ROI on every shoot and try to incorporate as much motion as possible. And that's why my new go-to is the Thunderbolt 3 G-Speed Shuttle XL for its ultimate flexibility, rugged portability, huge capacity, and lightning-fast speeds. G-Technology with new Thunderbolt 3 connectivity is at the core of my end-to-end workflow.
So let's start with the G drive. The G drive is G-Technology's single Thunderbolt 3 solution. It connects to the Thunderbolt 3 port. It has one 7200 RPM enterprise-class hard drive built into it and is available anywhere from 4 terabytes to 10 terabytes in size. This drive is highly recommended for photo or media backup. It can be used as an editing drive if you're in a pinch and need the single drive to work off of, because the drive speed itself is no longer going to be held back by the speed of the connection. Thunderbolt 3 is more than fast enough to handle the throughput of the drive. The biggest caveat here is that a single drive does slow down as the drive begins to get filled up. So if you're going to connect a single 4 terabyte drive, you don't want to be working with video off of that once you start filling up 2 or 3 terabytes of that space. The drive can slow down and it can affect your video performance. If you want to avoid that drop in video performance, that's where we recommend a RAID 0 solution. The G-RAID is 2 of these same drives configured into a single housing with the Thunderbolt 3 connection to your computer. The G-RAID device has 2 of those 7200 RPM drives. You set those up in a RAID 0 configuration, and now your video can be stored simultaneously across both drives. That means when you get an 8 terabyte RAID solution, you have 8 terabytes of usable storage at a super high rate of transfer. This is great for compressed 4K workflows or HD workflows. If you're working with uncompressed 4K, you probably want to get more than the 2 drives themselves, or if you want to add redundancy or security to your storage, you would also need more than those 2 drives. But if you want the most affordable, bulletproof system in a RAID 0 configuration, the G-RAID is a great way to go. This is a hardware RAID 0 or RAID 1, and you can daisy chain up to 5 of these devices. These are available in either an 8 terabyte at $700 all the way up to a 20 terabyte solution. Next in their family is the G-Speed Shuttle XL. I'm going to jump back and forth between these 2 slides. I'll do it a little bit slower so you can actually read it. But there are 2 G-Speed Shuttle XLs available. The first one, the G-Speed Shuttle XL, is actually outfitted with 8 drives. These 8 drives can be set up in a variety of RAIDs from 0, 1, 5, 6, 10, or 50. A 10 is a RAID 1 plus 0, and a RAID 50 is a RAID 5 plus 0. We typically recommend a RAID 5 configuration where 75% of the storage of that drive is maximized for throughput. When you're RAIDing in a RAID 5 across this many drives, you have a high volume to save on, but you also get a ton of throughput necessary for 4K RAW or uncompressed 4K footage. So the G-Speed Shuttle XL gives you all of these 8 bays outfitted with the drives. So in this example, an 80 terabyte G-Speed Shuttle XL is 8 10 terabyte drives all rated across those. You will have 60 terabytes for video storage, and 20 terabytes available for redundancy and indexing across those drives. The G-Speed Shuttle XL EV is their Evolution Series product. These drives are pre-configured and outfitted with 6 of these 7200 RPM enterprise class drives loaded into the box. The additional 2 bays are reserved for drives that you have in the Evolution Series workflow. These can be the EV Red Mini Mag reader. It could be the EV Master Caddy used to support the outermost Master Caddy products, or it could be any of the other EV Series drives across the G-Tech product line. You can use a G-Drive EV out in the field to record all of your footage, take that EV, pop it into one of these EV drive bays, and then back it up and save it across your RAID. The G-Speed Shuttle XL with the Evolution Series technology is available from 24 terabytes to 60 terabytes and is a great solution that gives you those 2 Evolution Series drive bays for flexibility of handling these different formats and their different EV Series products. So the Shuttle XL, again, is all 8 drives outfitted together, hot swappable, but completely set up across the drives, whereas the EV reserves those 2 drive bays for the Evolution Series workflows. So whether you need a G drive, a G RAID, or the large Shuttle XL RAIDs, these are all available now with the Thunderbolt 3 connection at videoguys.com. Give us a call at 800-323-2325. I'm Jim at extension 110. If I'm not available, anyone can help you. And be sure to join us every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope for our weekly webinars. Thanks for joining us.
Video Guys is available Monday to Friday. Give us a call, 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter to stay connected with all our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.